Alright, so we are finishing up the planetary alignment series with our reading on Neptune and what energy Neptune is going to bring us throughout this planetary alignment energy that is around us. And then we're going to finish that off with a nice round of oracle, okay? Right away, I have my Neptune card. Kind of drew to me, like, immediately. And it looks like we have the Three of Wands. Now listen, right? Let me bring you down here. The planet of Neptune is all about our spirituality and intuition, right? Where we choose to expand or where we see Neptune in our chart, it kind of shows us where our spark for spirituality may be flamed up, right? It shows us where our beliefs and imagination may be prevalent, or what may be, what's the word I'm looking for? Areas of our life that may be catalyst into growing and expanding our intuition and spirituality. So with that planet being attached to this Three of Wands right now, it just shows like you're being asked to be confident, right? To be confident in the decisions you're making, to be confident in the directions you're being pulled towards, to be confident in the alignment that's calling you, even if it's catching you off guard, even if it feels a little peculiar, even if it's just completely different than everything else. Right before this Three of Wands is the Two of Wands, and if you are familiar with what that card looks like, it is a man, and he's holding the world, a little globe in his hand, right? But he's not quite looking at the globe, he's looking beyond that, looking out. So the globe is kind of like that hunch that he quite literally has the world in his hands. He has a world of potential around him. And if you really pay attention to that card, it looks like he's almost standing in this place of comfortability on this little patio, looking out at all the potential that there is beyond his comfort zone. Well, the Three of Wands represents him once he chooses to actually go beyond the borders of that comfort zone, to have the confidence to explore and to see what is ahead of him, right? To embrace that expansion and growth. He's looking directly ahead in his future and at everything that he has the potential to touch and to see. And when you think about Neptune, spirituality, it can be a very, very, I don't want to say scary journey, but it's almost scary how much more you learn about yourself. And it's shocking because you're like, well, dang, I've literally been here the entire time. Am I just not realizing this? Am I just not coming to terms with this? Am I just not realizing how interesting this is, or how much this grabs my attention, how passionate I am about this? And it doesn't have to be spirituality per se. It could just be a belief in general, a way that you want to govern yourself, but it's all attached. The Three of Wands is asking you to be confident, to be courageous, and to grasp the potential of learning and growth at its realms, right? Specifically in terms of your spirituality and the ways that you want to govern yourself, your ethics system, right? That board of ethics in your brain, in your heart. What guides you, your intuition. You're being asked to tap into that and allow it to guide you, because again, as within, so without. So you need to be aligned completely in order to actually touch all the things that you can imagine are beyond that border of your comfort zone and what you already know and what you're already familiar with. It's a really beautiful energy, okay? So the theme of the planetary alignment is alignment in itself, alignment in all realms of your very being, alignment in the good and the bad, the light and the dark, okay? That mastery of duality. You need it all. It's all about balance. And I really don't feel like I have that much more to say. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and pull some oracles. So I actually would like to pull 3 oracles for this reading, okay? This guy. This guy. This guy. Okay? I'm going to set this to the side, and let's take a closer look at what we have. So the first oracle says, don't let the clock run out because you're focusing too much on the detail. Angel numbers 911 and 585 could be significant. So it quite literally tells you that, yes, process is important, understanding your direction is important, but don't get so caught up on the small things that you forget the biggest part of the picture, right? Which is to just grow, to make momentum, to make progression. And if you focus too much on every little thing, you will never make it to the finish line. You'll never make it to the whole point of all of this effort, right? So yes, be cautious. Yes, be considerate. Yes, be intentional, but do not be stagnant. Don't get held up. Keep going, because a part of the journey is also learning, and you learn what works and what doesn't along the way. You just have to actually put one foot in front of the other, okay? Next, we have cue into your consciousness. Take control of your story. You are not a background character. And I say this time and time and again, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Every inconvenience, every obstacle, every tear that you've shed, every joy that you felt, it all holds its own value. And although some may be more favorable than others, it doesn't make it any less valuable to you or your story or your plan. So don't focus on the circumstances. Take what you're supposed to and keep going. All right? And lastly, we have determine your best timeline, then step into that energy. Angel numbers 333, 555, and 1212 could be significant. So you are now being asked to what? Reevaluate, reassess everything that's going on. Be transparent and honest with yourself. If you can't count on anybody else to be honest with you, you damn sure better be able to bet on yourself. There's no room for lying. If you wanted someone to lie to you, you could pick anybody out of a lineup and get that job done. You are responsible with being honest for yourself, being honest to yourself, and making changes where changes need to be made, all right? So clear out whatever color doesn't belong. Make sure that you are aligning to what it is that you desire, and then go after it. Remember, you must be equally yoked to what it is that you want to bring into fruition, or you will not have the means or the discipline to maintain it and do with it what you're supposed to. All right? I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing, amazing week, an amazing month, and I hope that you stick around. Feel free to follow and hit that little plus sign, and hopefully stay aligned with all the readings that I have to offer. Love you guys. Bye.